All right. Because I had to set the group jar up as its own scene, I had forgotten to import my audio into the new scene while I was doing it in the middle of the damn tournament. So anyway, it's fixed now. All right, so there's Group A. All right, so let's get what we were saying a minute ago was that's a really interesting grouping because 5D had such a good day. That's a really that just looks like a really strong. I like that group. Okay, all right, we're going on to Group B now. Here we go. Now that everything's working and they can hear us.
I guess we should leave conversation about the groups until after.
Yeah, I mean, minor comments, fine, but let's get through the whole thing and then we can have a chat.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Group B. ZR, which we knew. Okay. PW. Oh, PWP.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Crypt. Oh, man. Look at this group, kids.
Yeah, this is going to be the power.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is.
Group of death, anyone?
Wow, that is a tough group, kids. There's a lot of
whoever's fourth is.
There's a lot of talent in that pool. Woo!
That's gonna be a spicy group to cast.
Damn.
I think I'm going to say it right now. I don't know if we can get better than this. I think it might be the group of Death Muerte.
Wow.
This is the group of death, guys.
Woo! There's a ton of talent in that group, kids.
Come on,
all right.
Slam, and welcome to the jam.
All right, let's have a look at C. PSV, yep. Tash, okay, another team that had a really good day, so that'll be interesting to see. Pink. And Kraken. Oh my.
Another talented group right here.
Wow. There's a lot of talent in that group too, man. That's going to be interesting.
I knew it was going to be interesting as soon as I saw Kraken where they placed and they were in the third pod.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wow. Well, they had a struggle, man. Like they got to 3 wins and then just had a hard time getting over the hump.
They had a hard draw too, if I recall.
Yeah, they did. They had some really good teams there in rounds 5 and 6. All right, let's look at Group D. Bien, buenas noches. Rogue Fleet, that's going to be a good one.
Ooh.
TPK, who also had a good day. And RKN. Okay, all right, I like this group too. There's some good teams in there.
Yep.
Oh, the trash talk I'm going to see from that.
I like
group.
how I like how a lot of those teams have. I feel, in my opinion, they have something to prove there. So that's going to be very interesting to watch.
Yep. Yep, and I feel bad because we lost so many viewers because I borked the replay. I borked the cycling of the stream. We had like 300 people, and then we borked it. But oh well. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. 4 more to go. Going on to Group E. Cute, of course. Detonate. TNG. Ooh. And Nom, who I think surprised some people today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
I didn't call that. I didn't call them advancing. Yeah.
I think Detonate could win that group.
They have a very good chance. Also, TNG.
I was gonna say you can't count TNG out either. Like they looked pretty good today.
We have a really good clip of TNG versus Kraken. Actually, it came down to the wire.
I heard that game got really close at the end.
It was incredible. We have a clip of it.
All right.
But I'll look at that later.
Cool. We'll have fun with that one. All right.
Sounds good.
Moving on. Let's get this done. MIA Group F. AP, previous War Games winner. SPF, who also looked pretty good today. It was a team I wasn't familiar with, but they looked good. And BRS. Okay. All right.
That could be spicy too.
Absolutely.
BRS looked good in the opening.
BRS looked pretty good today, guys. Like I was really impressed.
They have good resolve. The last game that we watched them play, they were very, very, very disciplined.
Who did we cast them? Who did we watch them play, Zath? Do you remember? Was it TNG? It was TNG.
No. What are you talking about? War Games?
Yeah, you did.
No, we did BRS versus TNG, and they won. They won really. They looked really good.
Yep.
They looked good in their first game against Lodge as well.
Yeah. So okay. All right. Group G. SCCC. STW. Daki. And Llama. Every time I see Llama, I think of Winamp. I don't know why. It's so irritating. Okay. All right.
That looks like the old guard versus new guard.
I know, right?
Yes.
Like yeah, definitely.
It
Very
is.
much so. Because the Daki team has got so many cute and cuter guys on it. Or cutie and cuter, and there's just a mix of all kinds of people on that team. Awesome. All right, last group. ARP, Double O, RQL, and TGO. That's another one that I don't know that the seed, if I'm the 8 seed, if I'm ARP in that group, I don't know that I feel comfortable. There's a lot of
barroom brawl.
there's a lot of talent in that pool, man. Well, there we go, guys. There's our 8 groups. That is what we'll be playing here again on Saturday afternoon back at 3 p.m. We're going to do a quick roundtable discussion with the rest of the streamcast here, so feel free to hang out. Look, we've got to keep this to like 10 or 15 minutes because I know people have got real lives and we've been here over 5 hours at this point. But yeah, like, who wants to go first? Like, Senpai, pick a group and give me some thoughts.
Well, it's so hard to pick a group right now, but if I had to really pick one, I'd say Group B, the Group of Death. You have a lot of talent in PWP and ZR, but Crimson also made a very amazing showing today, showing that they have what it takes to advance into group stages and possibly further. So with a lot of talent in Crimson that we've seen coming up in the last Clan Wars season, as well as PWP, who no one really spoke about until they busted their way into Hurricane. There's a lot of that group is going to be a bloodbath, and I'm very excited to see who exactly will come out on top.
Yeah, Crimson has always seemed to have something to prove, right? They wanted to prove their ability in clan battles, and now they want to prove their ability here.
I mean, it's no better platform, no better stage, right?
Absolutely. Sneaky, pick a group. Give me some thoughts.
The one that I'm looking at is Group B. I really think Detonate has a chance to win that whole thing. Now, of course, as we all know, that if the seeded team in these does go 2-1, they're still going to advance. However, they will take the place of the team that went 2-1 in their particular group. So let's pretend that, for instance, 07 only goes 2-1. Instead of taking the number 1 seed in the elimination round, they're going to take, wherever the wherever the second place finisher in Group A is supposed to get slotted in. So there could be some mix-up with seeded teams still advancing, but not being where they're supposed to be, which could lead into some even more spicy matchups in the round of 16. So,
yeah, well, and we saw some of that. If you like, this is the first time we've run the bracket this way on North America, but this is the way the EU guys did it last time, and we saw some of that. Exactly what you're talking about, because Omni didn't win their group stage. They didn't win their group, but they won the whole thing.
Yeah, and when they advanced on, their first game in the round of 16 was against Wargaming Pay to Win, when they were still one of the best teams. So you had like 2 top-tier teams playing each other in the round of 16. So there is definitely a possibility for something like that to happen, especially with some of these groups, like the B group. I mean, there's going to be 2 teams in there that won't advance that honestly are pretty good.
I'm not going to lie, I have not heard of HEP before, but they played a lot of tough teams today and finished very well. So I got to go back and watch some replays.
I think HEP might be an offshoot of AP.
You think so?
I don't know where I'm coming from that, but I did see some indication that might be.
Okay, all right.
And then another thing today, there's a lot of teams that participated today that we had no idea existed. I just want to say to all the teams, I'm pretty sure our ratio of increase was well over 100% for teams that between COT 7 and 8.
In terms of teams that hadn't played to teams that showed up today that had never played before?
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Yeah, and our registration numbers went up.
Our registration numbers went up, and over half of the teams that signed up had never played in King of the Sea before. We had 27 of 51 teams that signed up to play that had never played in King of the Sea before. Krigor, this is your
number advanced.
Yeah, very much.
Number advanced.
Yes, Krigor, this is your first time working King of the Sea with us. Pick a group. Give me some thoughts.
Group D. Hands down, most excited group for me. I cast BN at the War Games 2-3 weeks back. I got a chance to watch RF, TPK, and RKN today. I gotta be honest, some of those clans, I knew a couple of their guys. I'd never actually seen them play together before, like in a competitive scene.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys were awesome. Watching TPK push hard against 00 early and have the lead for over half the match blew me away. Was not expecting that one. RKN holding their own against Crimson for quite a while, knowing how good Crimson is. So good, so cool to see for a new clan. Group D is definitely the group I'm the most hyped for, because it's not a bunch of crazy big names, but it's some teams that stepped up today and went, hey, we're here and we know what we're doing.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Very much so. Zath, pick a group. Give me some thoughts.
Well, who do you think I'm gonna pick?
That's why I called on you, Zath. I could count.
Wow.
I could count on you to pick the Homer group, and it's fine. You do that. Go ahead. Give me some thoughts.
Well, in my opinion, the reason why I'm picking that block is because it's not just about Kraken, it's about PSV. These are players that have been a mainstay in the competitive scene and even just in the clan scene forever. Tosh, same deal. And then I'm looking at Pinkies because I don't know them that well, but I'm recognizing a number of names on here too. So I think this is going to be an interesting block moving forward to see what exactly happens from there. I don't necessarily feel, no offense to people from PSV or Tosh, but I don't necessarily feel that it's like a sealed deal. They're gonna wipe the floor of Pink or K. So I think that Group C is going to be a very competitive group. The other thing I want to mention is I'm gearing up for the possibility. If you look at 07 being Block A and 007 being Block H, think about that for a second, because that means if my knowledge of the way that the bracket works, H is on the very bottom, which means that the only chance for 07 to fight against 007 is in the finals.
You're not wrong.
Hell
Oh,
yeah!
actually, you are. No,
No?
actually, they could meet in the semis.
Oh,
Or
okay.
in the quarters. They would meet in the quarters if they both win their groups.
That would be awesome.
It probably gets even more interesting if 00 only makes second in their group, because then they have the possibility of running into them earlier than that.
Yep, that sounds right.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Hosho, you worked with us today for the first time that I can remember. Is that right? First King of the Sea?
Yeah, this is my first stream for this kind of stuff.
Well, we appreciate it, man. Pick a group. Give me some thoughts. Doesn't have to. You could repeat somebody else's one. I don't care. Just give me some thoughts.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of new teams that I thought came out of nowhere. I'm definitely not this is like pretty much my first time into the whole competitive scene, but I still watched a lot of the teams and stuff, and a lot of your seeded teams are still excellently talented, and definitely the people that have definitely moved up, like PWP and Crimson, they're definitely full of talent. Especially players that I wouldn't want to see in randoms, to be honest. And I'm happy that Doki's moving up as well. I hope they do well too. All friends inside and stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a whole lot of new teams, and that's definitely a more exciting thing. It definitely makes it a whole lot more exciting to see how the teams can shift and stuff, especially when there's a lot of new guards coming up. Makes it a whole lot more fresh, rather than seeing the same two teams fight over again and again.
Agreed. SAT score. Your thoughts? Anything?
Toxic.
Shush.
Well-
I didn't talk to you. I talked to him.
Okay, I think everyone's already covered B group, so I'm going to go to G group.
Okay.
G group actually looks like another interesting group because we've got SECC, SCW. I both know both clans are pretty good. Then you also have Daki, which I think actually did pretty well here. I'm not so sure about Llama, but I know that the first three are definitely going to give each other a hard time. So it's going to be a rough fight in G.
Llama doesn't break back down. I'll tell you that. I just got done casting them. Those guys, I don't think they know there's a reverse button on their ships. They will not back down from a fight.
Weren't you the one telling me that their last game came down to CV versus CV?
The last two ships alive was CV versus CV, and it probably would have kept going had they not already been up 2 caps. But yeah, it was CV on CV sitting on behind 2 islands with just a cap point in between them, launching planes at each other as fast as they could for the last 30 seconds.
Wow.
So I want to do this. This is a bit of COTS history here, but every single tournament beforehand, we've had a team go from the first weekend of play all the way to the quarterfinals. So I guess I'd ask you guys, who's it going to be this time?
Ooh. All right, let me look at the list again. Hang on.
I'm feeling
RF.
PWP.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
RF.
Is this PWP's first King of the Sea?
Yes, I believe it is. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I would put money on them.
Like, I feel like they came out of nowhere in the last season of clan battles. I didn't see their clan name at all before that, so I feel like they just came over randomly from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think if I had to pick one, I I'm also going with a team out of Group B. I'm going with Crimson. I remember seeing them at least once or twice in clan battles and thinking, man, I'm not familiar with these guys, but we're getting our butts kicked. So they obviously know what they're doing. They know what to do with the pointy end of their ships, that's for sure. All right, guys, we need to wrap this up. Mike, any last thoughts here?
Well, since if you're going to ask me about a group, the one
Do it.
that, from an operations perspective, gives me the most nightmares. Just so everybody knows, my nightmare is in the operations group is to have the 3, 2, and 1 tie in a group. I see Group G as that being a strong possibility of that could happen there, because that's such an evenly matched group.
Yeah. I look at this, and the one thing that I suppose is disappointing, there's going to be a lot of teams going home on day 2 that are going to be really good teams. And it's just the way it's going to settle out. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Well, is there anything else we need to do procedurally, Mike? Does this cover us off? I think we're good, right?
Nope. And as y'all were talking, it's been loaded into tournament. So
All right. All right, guys. Well, listen, thanks for the casters. Thanks to the teams that played, especially you guys that aren't on this list that stayed the whole day and played all your 7 matches. We really appreciate you coming. We appreciate everybody who signed up. It's been fantastic. All the casters, all the refs, the admins. It's been a great day 1. On to day 2, and we will see you on Saturday. Take care until then.